R4-28-1101J. Professional conduct. Possession of property under AAC. R4-28-1101J. Arizona real estate licensees are required to handle possession of property ethically and legally. This includes understanding who has the lawful right to occupy or control a property, ensuring written agreements are used for pre- or post-possession scenarios, and avoiding any facilitation of adverse possession or unlawful occupancy. The rule reinforces the licensee's duty to protect clients from legal exposure and to maintain compliance with property laws and contractual obligations. In common law, possession refers to the legal right to occupy, control, and use a property. It implies both physical control, actual possession, and intent to possess, constructive possession. A buyer, for instance, does not have legal possession until the transaction closes and the deed is delivered and recorded. Until then, the seller retains lawful possession. Real estate professionals must not permit early occupancy, property use, or transfer of keys without a written agreement signed by all parties. Post- and pre-possession contracts establish the terms under which a buyer may take occupancy before or after the close of escrow. These agreements must be clearly documented, typically using standardized forms such as the pre-possession or post-possession addendum provided by the Arizona Association of Realtors. Such contracts define possession dates, rent payments, insurance responsibilities, repair obligations, and liability for damages or early termination. Licensees must ensure these terms are approved by all parties, reviewed by legal counsel if necessary, and consistent with lender and insurance requirements. Under ARS, Paragraph Article 12, 521, and 12-523, adverse possession occurs when a person occupies property belonging to another, openly and continuously without permission, for a statutory period, typically 10 years. After that time, they may claim ownership through court action. Licensees must not facilitate or encourage adverse possession in any way. Allowing a buyer, tenant, or third party to occupy property without a written agreement could unintentionally establish grounds for an adverse possession claim. Brokers and agents have an affirmative duty to ensure that possession arrangements are lawful and documented. The underlying purpose of R4-28-1101J is to protect both property owners and buyers from disputes or unintended transfers of rights that could arise from informal occupancy. A licensee who allows access without authorization, such as giving keys to a buyer before closing or permitting storage of belongings on the premises, may be subject to disciplinary action by the Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRA, for unprofessional conduct or negligence. Summary of R4-28-1101K. Professional conduct. Legal advice. Under AAC. R4-28-1101K. Licensees must not give legal advice or act beyond the scope of their professional competence. Real estate agents are authorized to explain contracts, property conditions, and procedures within their area of training, but must refer clients to qualified professionals for legal, tax, or specialized matters. Risk areas that require referral include contract interpretation or disputes. Clients should consult an attorney regarding ambiguous contract terms or breaches. Title or boundary issues. Title companies or real estate attorneys handle title defects, easements, encroachments, and legal descriptions. Tax implications. Questions about capital gains, property tax assessments, or 1031 exchanges must be referred to accountants or tax advisors. Zoning and land use. Changes in zoning, variances, or land development approvals require consultation with municipal planning departments or land use attorneys. Environmental or structural hazards. Issues involving contamination, septic failure, mold, or construction defects require engineers, environmental experts, or ADQ guidance. The intent of R4-28-1101K is to prevent licensees from misrepresenting themselves as legal experts and to protect consumers from receiving inaccurate or unauthorized advice. A professional and ethical licensee recognizes when to step back and involve appropriate experts to safeguard the client's interests.